Hello student, this is Manjit Jha. Welcome you all again in the second session of measurement chapter, which is one of the chapter of science subject and based on the syllabus of class 5 and 6. Okay. In previous class, we have studied about the definition of measurement. Then after the main terms which is used in the definition of measurement. After that we have also studied that the nature of quantity, according to the nature of quantity, the quantity is further divided into two categories. They are physical quantity and non-physical quantity. And we have also studied about the unit. Okay, so today we are going to start from the types of physical quantity. Okay students, from today we are going to start types of physical quantity. As we know that the physical quantity can be divided into two types. They are fundamental physical quantity and second one is derived physical quantity. Okay, do you understand? Again, physical quantity are divided into two types. They are fundamental physical quantity and derived physical quantity. Okay, so first of all we should understand about the fundamental quantity. Okay, so fundamental quantity are those quantity which can be measured independently. Okay, in other language we can also say that fundamental quantity means those quantity, okay, those quantity yes, which are independent. Okay, those quantity which are independent upon other quantity. Yes, those quantity which are independent upon other quantity for measurement are called fundamental quantity. Yes, like mass, length, time, temperature, amount of substance and luminous intensity. Okay, again, mass, length, time, temperature, luminous intensity, current and amount of substance. These are the physical quantity which are independent upon other quantity. Yes, I think many of us have a question in our mind. What is meant by independent? Am I right? Yes. What is meant by independent, or how a physical quantity is independent upon other one? Okay. So try to understand by the example. Okay. For example, suppose that we should measure the mass of, suppose let it be, this is a stone. Okay, and we should measure the mass of this stone. We can measure it directly. Yes, I mean to say that it is not necessary to measure the area or the diameter or the volume to measure the mass of this stone. Understand? Yes. So mass of this stone can be measured without taking the measurement of the volume of this stone or the diameter of this stone, etc. Understand? So if to measure a physical quantity, we should not measure the another quantity also of that same substance. In that case, the physical quantity is known as the fundamental physical quantity. Okay? As well as suppose that to measure the temperature of a body, we can directly use the thermometer and we can find out the exact temperature of that body. Yes, it is not necessary to measure the other physical quantity of the same substance, like what is the mass of the substance, what is the length of that substance. Yes, that these are not necessary to find out the temperature of the substance. Okay, so that if there is no any relation between one physical quantity to another physical quantity for the measurement, in that case the physical quantity is said to be the fundamental physical quantity. Okay, students? Yes, same in another side. The second type of physical quantity is derived physical quantity. Okay. Now derived physical quantity means those quantity which are dependent upon other physical quantity. Is it? Dependent upon other physical quantity. Yes, other physical quantity. Yes. Okay. Now try to understand what is meant by dependent upon other physical quantity. Okay. It means we can say that derived quantity are those quantity which are dependent upon other physical quantity for the measurement. Okay, these are called what? Derived physical quantity. Yes. Okay, so in example we can take area. Okay, second density. Yes. Okay. Yes. Now try to understand how the area and the density are dependent upon other quantity for the measurement. Okay. Suppose we have a figure here. Yes. We know this is a figure of rectangular shape. We say rectangular shape. Okay. Yes. Here we should find out the area of this rectangle. Area of this rectangle. Is it? Yes. So look here. To calculate the area of this rectangle, at first we should measure the length of this rectangle. Yes. First of all, we should measure the length of this rectangle. Then after again we should measure the breadth of this rectangle. Okay. After measuring the length and the breadth of the rectangle, we should apply the formula. We know that area of a rectangle is equals to the product of length and breadth. Yes. So suppose we know that we can measure the length of the length of this rectangle. Suppose we have 8 centimeter. Okay. Then again the breadth of the same rectangle is 4 centimeter. Okay. Yes. So after taking the measurement of length and breadth. Then after we should multiply again the length and the breadth. Yes, 8 multiplied by 4 is equals to 32 centimeter square. Yes. So by this calculation, what do we understand that? To calculate or to measure the area of the rectangle, first of all we should measure the length and then after the breadth of the rectangle. It means, in simple word, we can say that area of a rectangle is depend upon the length and the breadth of this rectangle. Okay? Area of this rectangle is depend upon the length and breadth of this rectangle. Okay? So this is known as dependency of quantity. Okay? This is known as the dependency of quantity. So that finally we can say that those types of quantity, yes, need other quantity for the measurement is known as derived quantity. Okay? As well as we have the second example, we can take density. Okay? Why density comes under the derived quantity? Yes. So we know that density, to calculate the density of a substance, we should know what? Mass of that substance and volume of that substance. Okay? We cannot measure directly the density of the substance. Yes? To find out the density of the substance, at first we should measure the mass of the same substance, and then after we should calculate the volume of that same substance. Then after only we can find out the density of that substance. So by this way we can see the fundamental quantity like mass, length, time, temperature, current, luminous intensity and amount of substance. These comes under the fundamental quantity because they are independent. Yes, we can take the measurement of those physical quantity which comes under the fundamental physical quantity directly without measuring the other physical quantity. Yes, but here in the another side we can see that like area, density, volume of the substance, they need measurement for the other physical quantity. Yes, to calculate the derived quantity, to measure the derived quantity, to find out the actual amount of the derived quantity, first of all we should measure the fundamental quantity contained by the same substance. Okay, as you have seen here, to calculate the area of this rectangle, first of all we should measure the length and the breadth. Okay students, now I hope you all are clear about the fundamental and the derived quantity. Okay. After this, we have studied about the unit in our previous class. Okay. So, as we know that all the physical quantity have its unit. Okay. So, right now we should understand about the types of unit too. Okay, the types of unit. Yes, as we have studied before, the types of physical quantity, okay, they are categorized in two types. They are fundamental physical quantity and derived physical quantity. In same way, the types of unit are also categorized in same two way. They are fundamental unit Okay, again they are fundamental unit, and the second one is derived unit. Okay, types of unit are categorized in two types. Okay, unit are of two types. They are fundamental unit and derived unit. Okay, so now first of all we should understand about the fundamental unit. Yes. Okay, so in simple word we can say that the unit of fundamental quantities, are fundamental unit. Okay, yes, like for length, yes, meter, centimeter, it is, yes, for mass, gram, kg, it is, as well for time, yes, second, hour, it is. Okay, so length comes under the fundamental physical quantity. That's why the unit of length, meter, comes under the fundamental unit. Okay, as well as gram, kg are the unit of fundamental physical quantity, mass. Okay, that's why gram, kilogram are also considered as fundamental unit. Okay, as well as second, hours, these are the unit of time, and time comes under the fundamental physical quantity. That's why second, hour, these comes under the fundamental unit. Okay, same, the unit of derived physical quantity. The unit of derived physical quantity comes under the derived unit. Okay, like for area, what? Centimeter square or meter square. Okay, as well for volume, V, centimeter cube or meter cube. Okay, as well for density, yes, mass, by volume is the formula to calculate density, and we know that mass is measured in kilogram, so kg per meter cube, kg per meter cube. Okay, this is the formula to calculate the density. Okay, mass by volume. Yes, so we can see here area, as we have studied, area comes under the derived physical quantity. That's why the unit of area, centimeter square and meter square, also comes under the derived unit. Okay, volume, we know that this volume comes under the derived physical quantity, so that the unit of volume, centimeter cube and the meter cube, comes under the derived unit. Okay, and then density also what? Comes under the derived physical quantity. That's why the unit of density, kg per meter cube, is also comes under the what? Derived unit. Okay, this is very simple concept to understand about the fundamental unit and the derived unit. Okay, understand? We have second concept also, we have other concept also to understand about the fundamental unit and derived unit. Okay, so I am trying to explain you in that way also. Okay, first of all, we can say that fundamental unit are those units which can be expressed self. Okay, which can be expressed self. I mean to say that here you can see, yes, here you can see the unit of length meter can be expressed self. It means there are no any unit of other quantity involved with meter. Okay, as well mass, the unit of mass is gram or kilogram. Yes, mass, the unit of mass, gram and kilogram, both can be expressed self. Okay, there is no involvement of the unit of any other physical quantity. Okay, as well the unit of time, second, hour, these also can be expressed self without combining of any other unit of physical quantity. Okay, but in second side you can see that the unit of area, centimeter square or meter square. Yes, what does it mean? It means we know that the 2 meters are involved to express meter square. Is it? 2 meters are involved to express meter square. It means we can say that the unit of area, which is meter square, is expressed in the term of fundamental unit. It means unit of length. Yes. In another hand, we can also say that to express the unit of area, we should take the help of the unit of length. Okay. As well as we can see here the unit of volume, meter cube. The unit of volume, meter cube. It means 3 meters are involved. 3 meters are involved to indicate the unit of volume. Is it? It means the unit of volume is depend upon the unit of length. Yes. In another hand, another language, we can also say that the unit of volume, meter cube, expressed in the form of the unit of length. Expressed in the form of the unit of length. Okay. Similarly, the unit of density, kg per meter cube. Yes. To express the density of, to express the unit of density, kg per meter cube, we can see that kg and then after 3 meters are involved. 3 meters are involved. Okay. To express the unit of density. It means we can say that the unit of density expressed in the term of the unit of mass and length. Is it? See again. The unit of density, kg per meter cube, okay, is expressed in the form of the unit of mass and the unit of length. Yes. So directly we can say that the fundamental units are those units which can be expressed self without taking the help of other unit. Okay, students? And the derived unit are those units which cannot be expressed self. It can be expressed in the term of fundamental physical unit. Okay? Like here we can see. Yes? So, after seeing this, we can write the definition of fundamental unit. Then after derived unit, there are two ways to define fundamental unit. The first of very easier way, we can say that the unit of fundamental physical quantity are called fundamental unit. The unit of derived physical quantity are called derived unit. In second way, we can say that the fundamental unit are those units which can be expressed self, and derived unit are those units which expressed in the form of fundamental units. Okay? Yes. After that, we should understand about the importance of measurement. The importance of measurement. Okay, students? The importance of measurement. Yes? Or why measurement is necessary or essential in our daily life. Importance of measurement. Understand? So, first of all, we all visit market or shop. Yes? We all visit market or shop to buy something. Yes? Sometimes we visit market to buy something, or sometimes we visit market to sell something. Understand? And we can see there the seller gives us everything after measuring it. Okay? And then after we should pay for that. Yes? It means without measurement no one can evaluate the exact price of that things. Okay? So for the exact calculation or for the exact valuation of the price, we should take the measurement. It means simply we can say that measurement is necessary, or it is means measurement is important or necessary for buying or selling things or goods. Okay? Buying or selling goods. Okay? Now second importance of measurement is in cooking food. Is cooking food. Okay? Yes. Don't laugh. In cooking of food, also measurement is very necessary. Understand? Sometimes that vegetables or whatever the food items that we have cooked sometimes became salty. Sometimes salt is very less than that of our taste. Okay? So simply we can say that to cook a perfect food, to cook a hygienic food, or to cook a tasty food, we need the measurement also. Understand? After third point is for scientific